What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be drawing Levi versus Zeki, or the Beast Titan. I bet you Zeki has nightmares about Levi. No doubt about it. He can't sleep. So landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and an eraser definitely for this. Two characters side by side. So like it's not in proportion because the Beast Titan is so much bigger than Levi. So Levi's head is like standard size and the Beast is kind of standard size. And they're kind of just facing one another. Okay, Beast is screaming. Levi looks real intense. Okay, I'll stop talking and just start drawing. So we're going to start with the Beast's nose. So the center point is about here, over to the right a little bit, and up. And we're going to start with a line. We're going to start with a line. Surprise, surprise. So we're just going to go out. I always find noses are best drawn as like sort of a 7 or an L, sort of this sort of L-like shape. Okay, just to get us started. And then his brow, so we go up diagonal like that, so it becomes like a Z or something, and then this line then goes up a bit further, just up to here, like so. Okay, and if you know where his brow is, that means you know where his eyebrow is. So, just kind of a frowning tick sort of line here. So it goes up, and it can be kind of bumpy, wavy line if you wanted, and down, like so. And if you want, you can add a section 2 color in, so like sort of here, goes up and then down real skinny down to there, so you can color like a certain section of it just there. So then his eye, so we got like top eyelid line just here, comes up, then across, curves over, and you can thicken up this eyelid line if you like to do so. And then his bottom eyelid line comes down across here. And we can see kind of his tear duct kind of inside here, so we'll draw that in just a little bit, just there. Right, so pretty standard looking human eye. And then so he's looking down at Levi, so we're going to put the eye just down here. And it's an ellipse because he's looking sideways, so it's like an oval with a dot just sort of in the center there. So top sort of eyelid line coming across here. So he's got like lots of wrinkles and things around, right? So we'll start with sort of a standard eye like that, and then so we got like lines coming down towards his nose, frown lines here, a wrinkle coming out the back like so, and coming like up towards his brow, and then underneath as well. So like lots of these kind of wrinkly sort of lines. He looks relatively normal right now, but he's not. Lots of these. Wrinkles around his eyes. Like so. Okay, so then right, his mouth. So we'll come down for his top lip, just there, and then this will come across, so it'll kind of bump across here. And his mouth is open, he's screaming, right? so real big. And this is going to curve around like so. And then his bottom lip will come out here. And down like that. Such a weird image right now. So we'll give him all those sharp teeth. Somewhere like behind, you know, on the other side. Like there. And then bottom teeth. Like so. And then his tongue just goes up into the back of his mouth. Up there. And then the side of his mouth comes down like so. And it's probably like, there's probably like a dark section back here. Maybe a couple more teeth. We could just see it along the back there. So he's got like this simian sort of nose, nostril type thing going on. So it's like just a big sort of triangle just here. And maybe you can see some of the other side just there. So it's like big black nostril just there like that. And something on this side as well. And then he's a line that connects like the side of his nose to the back of his mouth. Like so all these sort of wrinkling sort of lines going up here, and it could be like hatching coming down his nose as well. Just there. A lot of these sort of wrinkly lines. So and oh, he does have like a top lip as well, so like a sort of a lip that comes across here down the back of his mouth, just there. So then his bottom lip will come across here, back up to there. You can give him, he's got like, he does have these like marks and dots and things all over his skin. Right, so next. So he doesn't really have a chin per se, it's a beard, so we're going to go down like so. And then we're just going to start getting fluffy. So down like this. Real long, okay? And like the front side of it comes out from his chin here. And it'll go up around towards his ear. So and up the side of his face, so it'll go like this kind of thing, all up his face. And then join his chin again. So adding just some like hair spikes, and then join his chin. So his mouth is wide open, so more like lines there. Like that kind of thing. So then the beard keeps going down around. And then it'll go up like around his ear. So it'll go up like into here. It becomes like a sideburn sort of thing there then. You know, just like some texture lines and things on the beard. Not too much though. So his ear, real pointy elf-like kind of ear sticking out here. So we're the ear is kind of in line with his eyebrow, the top of it. See the top of the ear here, and then this comes out down like so, and then bones and ligaments inside the ear, curves around like that, down to there. And some more, I guess, stuff inside. Like so. So he's more hair that comes up along here, right? So just we'll bring this sideburn up a little bit higher, and then we got like hair spikes. For his fringe that come all up around for his forehead, okay? Take your time, slow it down, pause the video if you need to, you know. Mute it if you don't like my voice. Not exactly ASMR or anything. Just adding hair spikes all the way up around, and we keep going. Spike in here, coming down across his forehead, and about here we're going to change direction and start adding the ones for his fringe. So his fringe ones comes down like right here. Right. This kind of stuff. And we just go around. Go around. So, so if you're thinking how high up you want to go, I'd say top of the head to the eye is about the same as eye to tongue, to the mouth there. So here to here is about the same as here to here, right? So the eye is about halfway between the head and like his tongue there, the middle of his mouth. See? Just if you're wondering about how high up to bring the head, so it doesn't look too crazy big or anything. And we just add some more spikes sticking up, and then we change our direction and bring it down the back of his head. and then his neck will kind of curve off this way. Okay, and you can again add some further texture or hairlines and things along here if you want, because he is a furry creature. So right, so let's see what we got to do next. Right, so he's got like a shoulder, so hair again, furry sort of coming down that way. You can add some texture and stuff like that. Yeah, like texture there. I think there should be like a shadowy sort of layer here, but we'll draw it in. So we're just gonna add a layer that separates his like hairline from his body, just so we know where his neck and his shoulder sort of start. So I'm just going to draw it in with hair just coming down this way. In the picture I'm drawing from, I think it's done in just shadow, but I'll draw it in anyway. And then maybe what could be construed as a shoulder here. Like so. But this is mostly done in like furry color, sort of brown and stuff. So yeah, there's not a lot of detail there really. Okay, but that's the beast. So let's go over and do the real beast, Levi. So his nose is across from the beast's mouth, right? So just over here. So we do curved line, like so. And he has a kind of pointy nose, not too pointy, but depends if it's Mappa or Wit, like it depends on what studio drew him. So we'll go for something in between. Kind of curves around like that. I guess it's kind of like a hook, sort of rounder sort of shape, and his nostrils just in here. So then at the top, so we got his brow sticking out here and goes up into there, right? So we know where his brow is, we'll put his eyebrow coming out from there. So curves up and then changes direction back to there. And like the Beast Titan, we will add a sort of part 2 color in. Like so. And so he's pretty aggressive, so he's frowning quite heavily, so we're going to add an extra sort of line or 2 there. Some like stretch lines, or yeah, real angry lines. Those lines are angry lines. So eyelid, top eyelid, so it just starts here, go up just there, and then curve it over towards the back. right? It kind of flicks out a little bit on the back, and we'll just thicken this up a little bit. Like so. So then his eyelid at the back will come down. So this is pretty thick, this part, right? And then it's a little bit thinner as we go down. So I'll attempt to keep it thinner, but a Sharpie sort of, it's difficult. Like that. Like so. So his ellipse, so just his ellipse, his iris is an ellipse. So it's like a thin circle, and we're just gonna attempt to do that here. So we'll go like so. And then the other side. Something like that, so pretty small. And then his pupil is in there somewhere. But it's like an ellipse as well, so pretty thin. Like so. So in top eyelid, comes up, touches the eyebrow there, comes out the other side, back this way. And he's got some like stretch lines or something at the back here and coming down here. So he's getting real aggressive. So lots of sort of wrinkles and eyebrow lines. And I think we gotta add some like hatching and stuff in here, I think. Kind of a complicated eye, so pause it there. See if you can replicate that. So, moving on. So we got curved line out for his lip, and then we go down like so. And then this will curve around for his top lip and his mouth. So we'll go out and around like so. So he's clenching his teeth real hard, so it comes down to there. And then this comes up, down for his mouth. And then his bottom lip will come out and down this way. And then a line for his teeth, just in here. And then we can see the teeth, some of the teeth inside here. This kind of thing. And sort of a wrinkle at the side of his mouth and there as well. And maybe top lip sort of line and bottom lip area. Then his chin. Comes down there. And we'll curve it around like so. Right, so if you're checking proportions, I would say eye to nose is about the same as nose to chin area. Here to here. Let's say eyebrow. Here to here is about the same as here to here. Right, so the bottom of his nose is halfway between this eyebrow point and his chin. So just this section is the same height as this, right? And bottom lip is halfway between nose and chin. So here to here is the same as here to here, right? So there your standard sort of human proportion. Bit of a shadow just underneath his lip. And we'll stay going with the jaw. So the jaw will come up the side there. And about, you know, mouth level, just there is where you change direction, you go up. There's jaw here. And this is where his ears stick out, so it comes out like so, and kind of in line with the nose, and then it comes up and around. And the ear usually lines up, the top of the ear usually lines up with the eyebrow. So the top will go to about here somewhere. And then we got that kind of Levi sideburn just there. So we got, so we have bones and ligaments inside the ear. So the easiest way is always just like a sort of a letter J sort of shape like this. You know, you could leave it at that if you wanted, or you could make it a bit more complicated, like so. You could even add some hatching inside. Depends on how complicated you want to make it, of course. But so that kind of thing. Right, so Levi's hair. So Levi has pretty particular hair for an anime character, so take your time. So his hairline, right? We'll go back up over here, and he's got like a hairline, sort of a spiky kind of hairline here. Like that, right? And then we've got like his fringe that comes out like so. And then hair that starts to come down, so real close to like his eye there, right? And I might have to leave that as, like, you could leave it as one strand or double it up. Another one comes down this way, down around his face. Right, and there's like hairlines inside here, and we keep going. So he's real sort of floppy kind of hair, right? So very fine, thin strands. Basically, they're a nightmare if you're drawing them. So this kind of stuff, right? So that's like the collection sort of at the front of his head, right? Maybe one more. So fringe, and then fringe on the other side, right? So we got like hair sticking up here and comes down. Like so, back up. Around, and then like sticks out here, bring it down the front. Just general sort of direction is what you're after. You're not, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine should, because like hair moves and stuff like that, so you know, you don't have to be exact. Like so. And he can have some single sort of strands every now and then, just coming down floppy along his face, kind of like that kind of stuff, you know. Like so. So then we've more hair spikes coming down here, and then it comes back around this way, right? So he's got like a couple that like stick up here, right, in the middle, and then it starts to travel back like this way, you know, and then it'll go out and around and it'll meet the hair spikes down here that come out from his ear. So, well, this section is shaved just here beside the ear, and it like comes down along his neck just there, right? And then we have more hair spike like so. So this is probably like the most complicated part of this drawing, which is surprising. So you're just trying to make it look like it's growing down this way. One strand at a time, I guess. That's the only way to do it. Time consuming, but like so. And we're trying not to go out too far this way either. So this. Yeah, so I'd say about here is where we'll start to travel back up, and like the back of his head, the shaved part is like here, but this is where his hood is, so like his hood comes back along that way. Okay, and then so we'll do more for the top of his head like this. This kind of thing. To bring this just a little bit longer. Okay, I think that's the best I can do with his hair. It's not bad. Yeah, right. So his neck, so we'll go out from his chin, just here, and stick out for an Adam's apple. And then comes down for his collar, like so. And his collar will come back in season 4. You know, he's got that high collar on his neck. Comes back this way, and then we go underneath the hood, you know, like so. And we could have some lines just at the back of his neck, just for neck muscle, and maybe like a shadow sort of area just underneath his chin there. And so, yeah, so then coming out, we got that button sort of area, the clasped area of his green cloak. I think, is he the only one wearing a cloak in season 4? Maybe. And there's like some texture lines and stuff keeping this flowing, sort of these lines curving that way. And line there. And like that. Like so. And some more lines going back that way. Right, so hood goes back this way. The inside of the hood comes back into here. So, and there's like, you know, speed lines. That's what I call them anyway. You know, it's kind of just to show sort of movement of Levi or something towards the beast. These sort of lines like this, and then we'll add just some more texture and faux lines for his cloak, all going off back this way, and then adding some like action lines, speed lines. And another one just going back this way. And here. There. Underneath. And there's like rubble all sort of floating in the air. So that's basically the idea. I'm just going to add like loads of kind of rubble and stuff in. Okay. I think I will leave it there. That is how to draw one of the best rivalries in anime history, I'd say. It's pretty good anyway. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.